before you go hacking anything up, it's good to know what you're trying to accomplish. So I figured out how much clearance I need for full steering, and also just kind of aesthetically, I found a line that I liked. We are going to have a new edge on the bumper, but that's the way it goes. You could even be really smart and like tape this up or something, but you've just basically created a gauge. And you gotta imagine that the suspension goes like this, so I actually want to hold my gauge at that angle that the suspension is going to travel at. Alright, so there's our cut on this one. So any GC8, looks like we got a airbag wire right in there, so if your airbags are not disabled, be aware of that. You cannot cut too deep. I always try to make a shallow cut when I do fenders anyways. Then there's less kerf, there's less drag, there's less binding, and get a cleaner cut. That's about it. I had to remove the whole inner fender back to there. I just came out and then cut along here and then left as much as I could here, so that way I can come back with a piece of aluminum and line this whole thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick some 1/4-20 bolts on the inside, going this way, tack them from the inside, so basically this will have studs. I drilled the holes, did 2 steps. First one was just a pilot. Second one, I don't know, maybe like 5/16. But I had to take a wrench and do this. Hold it like that. And that way, this is still pretty flimsy sheet metal. That way, you can see there's a little distortion. That bit, when it went through, it wanted to grab on and twist stuff up. So you gotta have a little finesse while you're doing that. But I made all the holes. I'm gonna have to make a little hole in the plastic, a little access hole for the back of that piece of hardware. I'll do that in a minute when I take the tire off. But I just wanted to show you guys kind of the back end of what I'm doing mounting wise. Then this tape will act like an alignment mark because I'm gonna have to flatten this piece. So to get my contour back and to get everything to come back where I want it, I'm gonna need some kind of guide to see, to come back to where I'm at now. So yeah, there it is. Cut it out, put some natural bend in it. You're always bending across the axis of the arc, and then that just kind of gives you a starting point, and then generally it'll lay up pretty nicely against the car. And there we go. Modified suspension with some over flares to match.